Hello peoples, it's my pal Heavyman. How's everybody today? All alone at the garden, nobody here, just me for now. Stuff is slowing down. Hello flower. Yeah, big old sunflower. There was one sunflower here which was 9'6". It's been chopped down now, I'm afraid. So let me give you a walk around to see how things are going. Leeks are growing pretty good now. About an inch on the bottoms. It's about 25 mil basically. Some red cabbage, which snails are having a good go at them. Here's the sprouts. There's some tiny little sprouts on the stalks down there. Broccoli or calabrese or whatever it's called. There's some caterpillars hiding in there. They've been munching away. I think these are all broccoli type things. Then it looks like a swede down there. There may be swedes there. Something with root, bag root or something. You call them peachy? They are sweets in the UK. It's got a funny name, a rutabaga or something like that. Some flowers, I think these are cornflowers, and poppy's cork. Poppy's cork, red poppy. There's a red rose there. Poppies, sweet pea. Not sure what this is. Sandra, you might know. You know these flowers better than I do. I think that's a robin. I saved a robin yesterday. I'll show you where he got caught up in yesterday. If you see this, cymru. She's a lady that comes to help, and she makes crepes. So this is a mobile crepe van. Crepes and cogin. Cymru. You'll find her in Porthmadog near the harbour selling her wares, and sometimes here. There's the herb beds. Here's some snapdragons. Snapdragon, not a Welsh dragon, they're snapdragons. Yo, Mr. B. Where are you, Mr. B? There you are. Having a good look around. Snapdragons. Lots of snapdragons by here. And here. And the mullein. Also known as cowboy's toilet paper. Leave it to those. That's what I read. This is a fuchsia that I have planted into a pot, which was been left down here in a bucket. So I'll give it a chance. A lupin, and I'll show what the orange ones are. These are hollyhocks or mallow, not sure. I will know eventually. The more sweet peas. A few more here. Nasturtiums. And sunflowers. Some have many heads. Here I've been tidying up these. Sweet peas. Here's some corn. And about 12 inches long then. Rocket, I think is rocketed too fast, so it's no good. Pumpkin things here, more sweet peas, fennel, roots down there, and some beans or peas, French beans. Come here, you. We've been picking off these yesterday, so there won't be many. There's runner beans, French runner beans, dwarf beans. So this is called the Let's Bean Avenue. Here are some carrots. This is a carrot bed. 2 boards high for depth. So we're getting carrots of 10 and 11 inches out of here. There's some snowman here, the white ones. This is white carrot there, called snowman. And we've had some really good carrots from here. There's some really fat ones. The fat ones, though, have split. So I think they're maybe they were in this patch. Where's it gone now? And here we have broccoli, I think. Broccoli and what else is in there? And what is that? Something weird there. Right there. I don't know what it is. It might be a chrysalis of some sort. There are some calibres. This crinkly looking stuff is some sort of cabbage or it's a kale. That's what it is, it's kale. More kale, kale, kale. I'm not sure what the flowery ones are. Unless it's broccoli. It's gone to seed. These are Swedes as well. Not very big. About 3 inch, 2.5 inch thick. They're not swelled up at all. Pumpkin. Oops, there's some sort of pumpkin there in my hand. Not very big. There's another one over there hiding. And courgettes. There's a couple of manky ones in there. Got a bit soft on the ends. These are cabbage maybe, or cauliflowers. And a pumpkin there. Another pumpkin here. Not so many pumpkins. There's courgettes. A couple of courgettes down there. Little ones. Here we have the Welsh onions there. They very look like leeks, but they have bulbs at the bottom. They just keep splitting so that you can keep them going. And you can eat the leaves, of course. And here leeks. And courgettes munched by something again. Leeks. Leek. About 2 foot. 2.5 foot tall. Dwarf runner beans finishing. This is a cover crop, whatever it is. It's to feed the soil apparently. These are no dig beds, so we don't be digging them. I think that is... This could be spinach. They've been hidden by the peas. And these peas are finishing now. Very little on them. The sugar snaps did pretty well, but the other types of peas didn't. I shall pick a nice looking what's me call it? Sugar snap. There are a few on there. Oh, I forgot to turn the water off. I'll have to do that soon. This is a celery bed. And here we have a beautiful dahlia. Oh, dahlia. Hopefully we'll learn to grow these next year. I have a little bit of an idea what to do with them. This is the Swede bed. Well, it's not the Swede bed. This is the Hugel bed. And some plants do really well in it. Better than some of the beds. Corn here. This wasn't protected, so it hasn't done so well. but it's growing. I'll just go see if I can find the little critters. Nope. There were 2 lizards here the other day, basking in the sun down there. But they're not out again today, unless they come out later on. Here we have some Victorian type rhubarb. This we planted about a month ago. Well, we made the bed a month ago. Filled it with seaweed and grass clippings and God knows what. And it's flourishing. It's doing really well. There was an experiment here that didn't work out very well. We had looked like pumpkins, but some of them have spread along the ground. There are pumpkins on them. Not very big. Not very big. More like tennis balls. We're going into the tunnel. One courgette has been chopped away. That one. We still have some. We're still growing courgettes. We still have a couple of big tomatoes. I mean big. They're not little. They're quite big. Not all of them, but some of them. And then the chilies and the aubergine, the eggplant. Weird looking things. Loads of them. Chilies. There's some decent chilies. That's a long one. That's about 5 inch, that. Where are you? There you are. Oh, it's about 5 inches long. There's quite a few of them. They're not going red yet. There's a nice big lump of a tomato there. That's bigger than the first one I showed you. And that one's bigger still. Chilies. Chilies. Eggplants. Cucumbers and gherkins. Look at that monster there. Look at them monsters. Yeah. Nice big collie there. That's a nice collie. Good size. Towards my hand. My hands are quite big. They're not massive, but that gives you an idea of what size it is. It's a good 7 inch across. Oh yeah, and the lettuces. Can I get back through there? Let me get through. These were planted a few weeks ago. They're coming up nicely. And some red cabbages. And they're doing a bit better. We're working on them. And these are going to be more cauliflowers. They've gone huge. They've hit the lettuces now. There was lettuces in there. We thought, oh, we'll put them in and they might grow before this big stuff grew. Anyway, big stuff's overtaken it. So we're not getting many lettuces from there. I'm afraid. Look at this. Bit of rot going on in here now. We have to check the tomatoes every few days. Well, daily really. And pick the bad ones off. Let's chop some. The basil is coming to an end as well. Flowering. And horrible leaves. Black spots on them. There's some bell peppers or something here. There's one there. There's one. There's another one. Another one. Get my finger out of the way. There you go. There's a few on there. There's another one. There's quite a large one there by itself. It's jammed in between the twig. And here we have the flycatcher. It's a certain type of flycatcher. And some lettuce. Is it lettuce? No, it's chard. There's a few chard going in there. Here, there's the lettuce. Yeah, so that's what our polytunnel looks like today. And it's 20 degrees. Almost 65 Fahrenheit. With the doors open. My strawberry plant. Strawberry tower. What I've done is loads of runners. So I put the runners into a tray of dirt. And I place stones on top of them. I'm going to leave them for a couple of weeks. Then I'm going to snip in between. And then we'll have perhaps 10 plants to sell next year. We'll make a tenner maybe. And we can buy some seeds for that. The same with my little plant. This coleus. This is a cutting of my one at home. The one I've been looking after for the last 2 years, 3 years. Because it doesn't do too well in winter. They die. So I've been trying to keep them alive. So hopefully next year I'll be able to do a few more cuttings of that. And see how it does in here, other than my house. There's not much sun in my house. And heat. There's no heat, but it's a, it's a greenhouse. It might survive in here. So I'm going to give it a go. And of course that's grapes, I think. Grapevine. Boom! I used one of the hives. We checked the hives yesterday. One of the hives is empty. Nothing in there. But there was life in the other 3. And we took some honey from one of them. Which I had a jar and a half of honey out of one frame. So about half a pint. I'm trying to get the rest of it today. I got it in the sun and on the heater, so it'll hopefully run out of the old frame into a bowl. Then we can decant it into a jar. So I might have a jar and 3/4 by tomorrow. Yeah, so I'll close this door a little bit now. Get some heat going on in here. Like so. And this needs to go back on the water butt. So that's it from me for today. Cannot see that flag, can you? I will have to get closer. Right, let's get closer. Hopefully we'll be doing some... I do voluntary work here. I'm a volunteer almost every day. Hopefully it gets better, and then they can give me a job maybe one day as number 2 gardener. We do sell stuff. Da ni yn gwerthu bethau yma. Byddwch chi'n ffeindio fo yn beth enw'r lle? Dref Werdd. The Green Town shop in the town sells some of our stuff that we grow here, and also it gets sold in other little places, and there's some people get some for helping out. We're trying our best. Plus I enjoy doing it. Gives me more confidence and a better frame of mind. If you believe that crap. Anyway, that's me from sunny Wales, up in the mountains. And not a cloud in the sky. Just a couple of F-15s bombing by in every hour or so. Yeah. So that's it. There's a video for you. I know I haven't done one for a while. And yeah, me Peter, with a big moon yesterday. I was down by the seaside, down next to a castle, watching it coming up and catching bass. Only tiddlers, mind. Put them all back. 18 bass between me and my friend who works here. Good sport it was. Sea bass, not American type bass. It was sea bass. A dyma y flag ni. This is our flag. Only a small one. Yeah. A dragon. Says it's producing how much electricity? 50 about 52 volts maybe coming in through the solar panel. Or is that the one we got in the batteries? Don't buy that make. Don't buy this make. It's rubbish. It doesn't bloody work. Total nightmare. Total crap. Does not work. So that's from the turbine. So what electricity we have here is from the solar panels. We've got solar panels on the roof there. Oh yeah, what we got in here? Some of the onions. They've been curing in here. Some more there, some more red ones. Red ones are only smallish, not very big. Look. It's a banana plant. Gonna try grow bananas next year. Who knows? You don't know what you're going to grow in Wales, you know. We grew some melons in the polytunnel. They were quite nice to eat, nice and tasty. But only 3 we got. 3 little ones. Okay, that's me for now. Tabochi.